question that we've got coming in is, how do you get experience post the course? I've got the knowledge, but now I want to put this into practice. How do I build up my knowledge?
Yeah, beautiful. So I like to look at it as I call it the 3 E's. So it's education, and if you've been on the course, you've got some education. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's more that we can give in terms of other courses. So it's education, but then exposure, and then how do you start to get experience? Mm-hmm. So exposure is about how do I go and see Agile and Scrum if I've never been there? What would you suggest for that?
I need to get exposure I need to learn my trade, as they say in Scotland. I need to go out there, I need to shadow somebody. Yeah. I need to find out who can be a mentor. Now that's, if you're already in an organization that's got Agile and is using one of the Agile frameworks, fantastic. Yeah. You're already up and running. And what you were looking to do, I guess, is that given what we're seeing in terms of the trends, of the demands, of that there's a world shortage of product owners, there's a world shortage of Scrum Masters, there's going to be an opportunity. And whether that's an opportunity to step in while a product owner or a Scrum Master is away on holiday, whether it's an opportunity to shadow them, where it's an opportunity to just help the team. You'll just ask, can I attend some of your meetings?
Stu, how do you get that opportunity? Can you just ask someone and say,
absolutely,
I'm looking for some help in my career. Yeah. Will you help me? Will people say yes?
Well, as you know, the Agile community is very open. Yeah. We look to help others. We look to help the next people who want to learn. And very much so. I mean, I've run big room planning sessions where I've had half the people there are actually not I don't know. Yeah. They've come in to learn how to do a big room planning session, and it's like an open door policy. Yeah. So I think they can do that if they're lucky enough to have one of the Agile frameworks within their organization.
But what if it's external? So somebody doesn't know anyone, or their company aren't working in Agile. I mean, maybe there's some things on LinkedIn. Everyone's got LinkedIn connections. Maybe there's someone they know who's working in an Agile organization.
Indeed.
And if they just ask nicely, can I come and see? I don't want to get paid. I just want to come and have a look. Show me. Let me experience it.
I was in the Sydney meetup group. I was fascinated. At the end of the meetup group, a lot of people put up their hand. So there'll probably be a talker. Someone who's talking. I've given 3 talks at the Sydney user group, and at the end, what they will do is that there's an invitation for people to stand up and say, "Hey, we're employing. We're employing. So if you're interested, come and join us." There are people who are saying, "Hey, I'm looking for a job," and you just never know. There's a lot of startups who are using Scrum naturally, and there's a little bit of quid pro quo. And what I mean by that is that if you give them some of your time and they teach you Scrum, then in return they will give you a reference, and they'll give you that opportunity to get some great experience as well. So there's a little bit of, you give a little bit and they'll give you a little bit as well.
Yeah. I mean, so that's one thing they can get that exposure in the company or other companies. Mm-hmm. I think the harder bit is then, like, I've got to get it. If I want to get a job in Scrum and Agile,
yes.
What else can I do? And what I like to say to people is, rather than just get a qualification, what else can you do to show your passion? I mean, I don't know you. I hire people for passion. And they're showing that passion through how they're learning beyond just going on courses, but reading great books, listening to podcasts, and just getting themselves as much education as they can, and showing that desire.
And there's a lot out there. There's an enormous amount out there that's free. It doesn't necessarily need to cost you a lot of money. Learning about tools, for instance, learning about Trello, Jira. Jira during COVID has opened up some of the Atlassian University. I had someone from Atlassian on one of my courses, and she just unlocked this and said, "Look, this is what's available for the general public." And there's about 30 courses. So if you can learn about the tools that are mostly used in our industry, already that's you're a head start above everybody else.
And there's so many great podcasts, and if you just look up any of the great podcasts. I love Agile for Humans, the Scrum Master Toolbox, which has got lots of short, sharp, real experience and stories. You can get so much from learning before you get a job. There's lots out there.
And Jeff Watts is one of the first people who was using Scrum. Has got a great book, Scrum Mastery. So again, I think what we're saying is don't just get the certificate, but get that experience. Hunt down that experience. Get that experience from other people. Don't be afraid of asking. It's a community that will welcome you with open arms. People are kind. Do you know what a great thing is that you do a great deal with Oz Harvest, and Oz Harvest are just wow. Thank you so much for helping. Not a piece of software in sight, but your church, your charity, your temple, your school, your rugby club, your cricket club, love people who understand Scrum. They might not know what Scrum is, but they know what process is. How are we going to run the next event?
But you could start that, Stu. You could go on one of our courses, and with the techniques you get, you could go and play with Scrum and Agile at your local church, for example.
They do that all the time.
You don't need to be an expert, and then you can get your experience working with a not-for-profit or a local community. So when you can put that on your CV, I've been a Scrum Master, the fact you weren't getting paid doesn't matter.
On the Red Agile website, www.redagile.com, we've got a blog there and a piece of work that will give you 20 ways of finding experience and how to improve your career chances within Agile and Scrum.
Awesome. Thanks, Stu.
Thank you.